But right now, we want you to sit back, relax, and read a book.
That's right.
Called The Hidden History of Mohawk Valley.
Indeed.
What's hidden about it?
Well, these are stories that aren't, found in history books. I sort of specialize in kitchen table history. Somebody will tell me a tale. Your Nina is always telling me tales about Johnstown or whatever.
She does.
And so I often, not always, but frequently I'll go to somebody's house and we'll sit at the kitchen table and we'll get out the photos and so on and so forth and tell me a story.
And your book is filled with photos.
Yes, it is.
Lots of photos.
More photos than my first book, which was Stories from the Mohawk Valley. And there's sort of a set piece in there where there are a lot of photos from a day when Amsterdam was recorded by a very accomplished photographer who was working for the government, and he came to different cities to do pictures.
Oh, okay.
This
to
is
chronicle the city.
Yeah, this is in 1941, just before America entered World War II. Takes pictures of the waterfront. He takes pictures downtown. The photographer is John Collier, and I know that you will be seeing some of these pictures. In particular, one that I like shows young people, because my take on that was, this is 1941, it's October 15th, and these are young people. There are 3 guys, 1 girl. The two of the guys
We're going to see some of those photos, I guess.
2 of the guys have bowling balls, and they must have been touched by the war. So I was able, using my newspaper column in the Daily Gazette.
Is that the one that
on the radio?
You're talking?
Yep, that's he. In fact, Collier even named that after school. Although this is a picture of Amsterdam, the 2 guys with the bowling balls anyway are from Gloversville. I even know their names. Al Basilio is a guy in the leather jacket. He served in the U.S. Navy, survived the war, and died like at the end of the 20th century. I've only got a name for the other guy with the bowling ball, but he's got this very...
So if somebody knows the guy, let you know, right?
Yeah, they do. And his name was Jimmy Musella.
Yeah,
so anyway, but if there's one thing people miss about upstate cities, it's the old downtowns. And so this is a snapshot of that downtown, both for the bad and the good. I mean, it's not maybe the vibrant sort of thing that you expect to see. In fact, the cover of the book shows this very sort of film noir kind of picture of a movie theater called the Strand, which has been taken down, and it's raining and women are walking.
That's a great photo. There it is right there.
I just love that photo. Kind of symbolizes the book.
It's very nice. Alan Hart was on the show last week, sends his regards to you.
Yes, indeed.
But we talked about the downtowns, and it's good. It's nice that you're able to bring that back to the people, because we always say, oh, remember what it was like, but it's nice to see a photo.
That's true.
Kind of.
So, and I certainly remember his dad, Larry Hart. I used to have him on my radio show back then, and he was always very popular and could talk about anything really having to do with Schenectady history.
Exactly.
And I can't do that, but if I don't know, I make it up. No, I'm just kidding.
So. That's what a journalist does. No.
Right.
But your books are very popular, and you've done a lot with some fictional towns and stuff for fun, and you write your column.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I know.
I did that in 2000, and I haven't done a story about Nero, which is the fictional town.
But you've got the books out there, so
I do. Yes, I do. But I haven't done like 5 years or something like that.
Now, is the book? It says the Mohawk Valley, but is this specifically for Amsterdam people?
Well, it focuses on Amsterdam. There's this big valleys argument. Like I was just talking to a young lady in the audience there. She said, "Oh, Mohawk Valley. Well, I'm in the Hudson Valley." Yeah, I know. This book, it certainly probably will peter out when you get to Albany. But also, it does focus on Montgomery and Fulton counties. However, I have one story that has to do with Rome, New York. And up there, they consider themselves the Mohawk Valley. They don't even agree that Schenectady and Amsterdam are in the Mohawk Valley. No, they really don't.
We do have the Mohawk River. Come on.
It's another one of the pictures. It's the baseball player picture. I don't know if you can tell if that comes up.
I don't know whether they're.
But
there it is, right there.
Okay, that's Gabby Street, who was general manager of the St. Louis Cardinals, who lost the World Series this year and lost the World Series in 1930, even though they had the help of the baseball oracle from Rome, New York. He was a guy who ran a smoke shop who sent Gabby Street, the manager, instructions and predictions on 22 baseball games, correctly predicted 21 of them. But
Oh, my.
then the last game he said they would win, they lost, and they lost the World Series.
So no wonder they call him an oracle.
Yeah, he was
Right?
the baseball oracle.
Is that something? And was baseball big? I mean, at that time in Amsterdam? Or?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
In fact, we have a whole bunch of
Yeah.
authors that write about local history and so forth. I don't know if you're familiar with David Petrugia.
Oh,
he comes
yeah,
on the
he's
show.
been on.
But I mean, that was really his first book, I think, or
Was
one
on
of his first
baseball, and
books.
he was on the show when
Yeah.
he first wrote that book. Now he does it on
Yeah, he's now into
presidents and everybody
politics and
else.
things,
Yeah.
but yeah, he talked about the Canadian Canadian American or Can-Am League.
Yeah.
I have a story in this book about the Amsterdam's unforgettable day. One of my history scouts, a man named Sam Vomero, the same day that the Yankees came to Amsterdam, I think it was in '41, this big circus or carnival came to town. So it was like overflowing with Americana on that one day in the summer in the 1940s.
Well, it's a book, I think, that it'd be great for a Christmas gift.
I think it would
or a
be,
holiday
yes,
gift
very much.
for people that maybe lived in Amsterdam and no longer live there. And that's the kind of thing. I have high school friends. I graduated from Scotia, and I'm always sending out to our
Sure.
email list a blast about what's going on, the new restaurants in the area, and they really enjoy seeing that. And I think the same thing would happen with Amsterdam too.
That's true, and one of my biggest audiences are what I call Mohawk Valley expats. They live somewhere else, but they're very interested in
Yeah.
the history. And we're on Amazon. In fact, I'm happy to report I'm now among the 43,000 top authors on Amazon. I'm ranked at-
43,000 top.
Yeah, well, I'm ranked at like.
Well, no, I mean, if you're in
43,000.
that top 43,000, I
know,
think that's something to brag about.
That's pretty good, It's pretty good.
Good. And so you can get it on Amazon. Can you get it at local bookstores?
Yes, it's available on all fronts.
Okay.
Local bookstores, Amazon,
And
even
if you
Walmart.
call him up,
is-
he'll probably.
That's
even-
true, and I sell it. When I go out and do book talks and
Okay.
book signings, and I was surprised the other day, Walmart's peddling it online.
Really?
So
Well, because it's
I've
local.
got great hopes for it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, good. I hope that anyone who's interested in Amsterdam and anything in there about Kirk Douglas or anything?
Yes, I have a Kirk Douglas story. I had more about Kirk in the first book, but I talk about the fact that he was a counselor at YMCA Camp Agaming in the Adirondacks
See, this
back
is
in
what
the
you
30s.
learn by coming
Yeah.
on the show. You watch the show, you learn good stuff about important people,
Yeah.
including Bob Cudmore.
Well,
I
thank
was
you.
always a fan of Bob Cudmore when he's on WGY. Oh my gosh, a day couldn't go by that I didn't listen to you. So
thank you.
Anyway, I guess I'm also dating you and
Well,
me.
that could be.
Okay, there it is. What is this one now?
Okay, that's the 1938 movie Holiday, Cary Grant and Katharine Hepburn. Not Cary Grant, but Katharine Hepburn is playing a character based on Gertrude Sanford Legendre, who grew up in Amsterdam. She was one of the carpet heiresses.
Oh,
the Sanford
okay.
family was this big, and there she is as a young woman, a beautiful portrait. And she was really kind of a Katharine Hepburn character. She was very forceful. She was a big game hunter. She became a spy in World War II, escaped the
You
Nazis.
got to read the book to find
yeah,
this out.
Read the book.
Read the
Okay.
book, find
Going
out.
on, I know.
Bob Cudmore, always a pleasure to have him on. He's a journalist. He's on the radio over in Amsterdam. You'll see him here and there. Check him out.